Hi guys, Sarah Halina here, and today I'm going to be sorting the Disney princesses into their Hogwarts houses. So, stay tuned. So first up we have Snow White. And Snow White screams Hufflepuff. Literally, she is hard working. She's very trusting of everybody, including people she probably shouldn't be. Yeah, so 100% Hufflepuff. No doubt about it. Cinderella. For the same reason of being hardworking, I could throw her in Hufflepuff. But I'm not going to. Because I think Cinderella fits best in Gryffindor. And the reason I put her in Gryffindor is because she's essentially living with abusive relatives. And they tell her not to go to the ball. They tell her to stay put in her room, and she's like, no. I'm going to go to the ball. I'm going to come downstairs, and I'm going to tell them that I am the girl that they're looking for, no matter what you say. And to defy abusive relatives like that takes a lot of bravery. And she does it not once, but twice. And that is impressive. So, her bravery puts her in Gryffindor. Now, Aurora is the most challenging princess to sort because she has 18 minutes of screen time. And she spends most of it asleep. Literally, she is asleep her entire movie. And she doesn't say much. She doesn't do much. So, putting her in a Hogwarts house is not a fun task. But I think Ravenclaw. As weird as that sounds. From the little that we do see, she's very curious about things. And that curiosity is a Ravenclaw trait. Look, I don't want to put her in Hufflepuff because I don't want to set that house back and have it be like, I don't know where to put her, so I'm going to put her in Hufflepuff. I'm not going to do that. I think her curiosity from the little bit that we see her puts her in Ravenclaw. But she'd be sleeping the entire school year, so, I mean, she wouldn't actually be there. Then we got Ariel. And Ariel is interesting because the argument for Ravenclaw is there. She's very curious. She wants to learn about the human world. But I think I'm going to put her in Slytherin. I think she is very much out for herself. She doesn't care about anything but herself. She doesn't care about what anything will do to what going to the human world will essentially do to her family. She's just like, I want to do it and I'm going to do it. So her ambition puts her in Slytherin. Then there's Belle. And Belle seems like the poster child for Ravenclaw. Her nose is always stuck in a book. But she also wants adventure in the Great Wide Somewhere. So I think Gryffindor. I think her need for adventure, her bravery to essentially take her father's place and live with the big scary beast, and to stand up to him when he's basically growling at her, puts her in Gryffindor. And it's funny, because I think having Emma Watson play Belle in the live-action Beauty and the Beast, plus playing Hermione Granger in Harry Potter, is almost a synergy, because Belle is very much Hermione. Very much could do very well in Ravenclaw, but truly belongs in Gryffindor. Then we got Jasmine, and I would put Jasmine in Slytherin. I think she's very much against the life that is essentially created for her. She doesn't want that life, so she finds almost manipulative ways about getting out of it. She sneaks out of the palace to essentially escape the life that she's supposed to have. So I would put her in Slytherin. Then we got Pocahontas. And Pocahontas, I would say Gryffindor. I think very much brave and daring. She literally jumps off a cliff into the water. And then she throws herself in between John Smith and her father when her father is trying to kill John. So I think definitely her bravery puts her in Gryffindor. Then we got Mulan. And Mulan is the poster child for Gryffindor. She literally goes and takes her father's place in the war, despite the fact that if she gets caught, she will be killed. And her loyalty to her family, to her country, is also a very Gryffindor trait. So, Gryffindor, through and through. Tiana. Tiana has the argument for Hufflepuff, but I'm going to put her in Slytherin. I think her ambition to own her own restaurant, her drive to make it happen, puts her in Slytherin. Then there's Rapunzel, and Rapunzel's one of those odd princesses where, unlike Aurora, where she doesn't fit anywhere because she has no screen time, Rapunzel is one of those princesses that could literally go anywhere. She has qualities that could literally put her in any house. But I think I feel most confident putting her in Slytherin, because she's very cunning, very manipulative to get Gothel out of the tower, so that way she can go and achieve her ambition to see the lanterns. And then she's very resourceful. She uses a frying pan as a weapon. So her ambition, her cunning, and her resourcefulness puts her in Slytherin. Then there's Merida. And people seem to want to put her in Gryffindor because her movie is called Brave. I don't know why it's called Brave, but Merida is not a Gryffindor. She is, in fact, 100% a Slytherin. She goes out and changes her fate. She manipulates fate. And she essentially chooses archery as the challenge for her hand because she knows that she is a skilled archer and she is going to enter to shoot for her own hand, making her very cunning. And that cunning will put her in Slytherin. Then we have Anna. Anna's interesting, honestly. I would say Anna is a Hufflepuff, despite the argument for Gryffindor that she literally follows Elsa into dangerous territories. But, yeah, Anna is Hufflepuff through and through. She's very loyal to Elsa. Like, she literally spends her entire childhood trying to get Elsa to come out of her room. Then when Elsa runs away, she literally runs after her. She's like, I'm going to bring my sister home. I'm going to let my sister know that despite her being different, that doesn't mean that I don't love her. So all of that, plus her being a little too trusting of Hans, puts her in Hufflepuff. And Elsa, much like Aurora, but not for the same reasons. I feel like Elsa doesn't fit into any of the houses. Like, she has enough of these traits to put her in all these different houses, but not enough to firmly plant her in one. But I think I'm going to put her in Ravenclaw. And the reason why is she is very creative when it comes to her powers. She creates Olaf, she creates Marshmallow, she creates her ice palace. Literally, that creativity in terms of all of that imagination, that's Ravenclaw mind. And that's why I'm gonna put her in Ravenclaw, but she was another tough one to sort. Then we got Moana. And Moana, I am so happy that we have Moana, because she is Gryffindor. And much like Mulan, I literally did not even have to think about it. She literally has a song singing about how the water and the ocean and that adventure is calling to her. It's Gryffindor. She risks her life to go on this boat, to travel to a volcano, to return the heart of Titi. So, I mean, Gryffindor, hands down. So that's all the sorting for the Disney princesses. Let me know, do you guys agree with my sorting? If not, let me know what house you think these princesses belong in. I'm really curious to hear everybody's thoughts and everything on it. So let me know all of that in the comments down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. Follow me on Instagram. Follow the fanfiction page. All the links to those are in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.